I know that there's going to be so much like scary stuff that I'm going to have to go through, and I'm really going to have to conquer a lot of fears, but the things that you really want are truly on the other side of fear. Dear 2018, thank you for the lessons, the pressure and the roller coaster that you've been. You definitely weren't what I expected, and you didn't make me feel how I imagined. You brought a lot of disappointment, heartbreak and confusion, but God showed me time and time again that He will never leave. I am stronger now. I am more capable now. I am ready to take on whatever comes my way. I know it was a crazy year, so unexpected and frustrating, but it's time I meet with the breakthroughs and successes that 2019 holds for me. Thank you, but goodbye, 2018. I can no longer hold on to the pain you brought. I will hold on to what I gained, but say goodbye to what I have lost. I set you free, and I am free from you. 2019, I'm ready. So we're back in my old room, which is weird, kind of. We are officially, or have officially, said goodbye to 2018, and I could not be happier to say goodbye to a year. I'm so grateful for everything that 2018 brought, but I'm just so ready to just let go. 2018 was honestly one of those years where you look back on it and you think, wow, that was a really challenging year, but it definitely needed to happen. I thought at the end of 2017 that a lot of my growth was over, but God just wasn't done pushing the growth from me, and I grew in so many other different ways that I don't think it wouldn't have happened if it didn't happen the way that it did. I think I said this last year, but sometimes looking at other people's highlights can really bring you down on your own. And everyone's kind of posting their story highlights of all the things they did this year. Like, if you think about it, a tree, you can't see its roots. You can't see how deep that tree's roots are growing. You just see if the blossoms are blooming, or if there are leaves, or how many branches. When someone looks at the tree and they don't look beneath the surface, what's happening underneath the ground, you may look at a tree and think, there are no blossoms here. They may not see visually the growth that tree is making, but that tree is planting roots so deep that when the winds come and the storms come, that tree is not going anywhere. There are going to be years filled with that visible success, and there are going to be those years where it's all happening underground. And I think this year I was a tree. This year I definitely grew really deep roots in the things that I believe in, and also just like the way that I need to react and the way that I need to act when the difficult times come, because it's inevitable. Good things happen, but also there are things as well that you may not have planned for, the things that you didn't quite expect. When I went through a lot of the things I went through this year, I kind of just dealt with it in the way that I knew best. A lot of that time was spent alone, which was definitely necessary, but a lot of it was really hard to go through some of the things that I did alone. I moved out this year, which was definitely one of the highlights for sure, but it brought a lot of moments of real growth and testing. I think anyone, when they move out for the first time, it does bring that, and especially because I've never moved out before, but I've been alone the whole time that I've been doing it, so as you can imagine, like, it's been pretty crazy, especially going through a lot mentally too. Again, that only made my roots grow really deep, and I feel like it's only made me more secure for the years to come. Now that I feel like my roots are really deep and that I'm really planted in what I believe in, and now I've felt like real storms come my way, but I'm so rooted, I feel like when things come in the future, yes, it's still going to be hard, of course, but my roots are so firmly planted in the things that I believe in and my mindset that it's gonna be like, I know more so that I'm gonna be okay. I just wanted to mention this because I know that it's really easy to become quite down when looking at other people's highlights, whether it's influencers you follow or whether it's friends and family that are talking about all the good things that happen to them on their social media, or even if it's not on social media. I just want you to remember that if you had a year where you did a lot of root work, that's going to benefit you so much in the years to come. And it's okay, because you need to have years like that. You need to have seasons like that. It's okay that the only thing going on above the surface is storms and windy days and rain and just bad weather, because those seasons are necessary. Otherwise you won't know how to withstand storms later on in life. And your blossoms are coming, your fruit is coming. Sometimes these things do take time. I definitely learned a lot about patience this year. I'm a very impatient person, and sometimes the things that I want and the way that I want it, if it doesn't happen, I'm left like, well, what now? I've always been the type of girl to be like, I'm gonna go out and get it. But some things you chase and some things you need to let come to you. Certain things like relationships, friendships, those things aren't to be chased. You're supposed to make effort, but not to chase it where it's feeling like you're running this never-ending race, running after people. I think that's definitely something that I learned in 2018, that the right friendships and the right relationships are gonna come to me, and I'm gonna make the effort and be the person I'm supposed to be, but I'm not gonna chase it and shove those things down people's throats, because I know that the right people and the right friendships, it's gonna be harmonious. Just kind of talking off my mind, but I've been doing so much planning, and I'm going to talk about this in my next video on this channel. I'm kind of going to talk about my way I'm going to plan things in 2019, and I'm going to have like, it's going to be cool because I'm going to have like loads of tips and tricks as to like how we're going to keep our goals and how we're going to stick to them in 2019. So that's the next video, so I hope you guys are excited for that. I've really been reflecting on the previous year, and I think it's really good to do that, to reflect on it and then to move on and make your goals for the next year. Like I said, I'll talk about that a little bit more in the next video, but I think it's really important to reflect first before you move on and start thinking about this new year that's in front of you. How can you use it? You have to use what's happened to you to help you grow. You can't just be like, right, new year, gonna forget everything that happened. It will happen to you for a reason, so you got to use it, the good, the bad, the ugly. If I did not have my faith, if I did not have my roots firmly planted in God, I honestly don't know where I'd be as a person. Mentally, I don't think I can handle it. My faith is something that truly keeps me grounded and prevents me from flying off the rails when my anxiety hits, when my mental health isn't at its best. I'm just so grateful that God brought me through this year, and I know that 2019 is going to be filled with so many victories, and I just am so excited to experience it. For 2019, the way I'm approaching my goals are definitely different compared to the last year. I definitely have goals that it's like, I want to do this, this and this, and I want to stop doing this, this and this. I definitely still have those things, but the way I'm approaching it is definitely different. As far as my mindset around it, it's going to be much more little steps rather than looking at these massive steps that we have to achieve. The little things always matter, and I always get caught up in the bigger things, and then it kind of demotivates me because I feel like I'm so far from those bigger things. But it's all about the few hours you have in front of you, the day that you have in front of you, the week, then the month, then the year. It can't be about this whole year and getting it all. Like, it's good to be planned. I'm such a planner. I love planning things, but to a fault where if it doesn't go to plan, it really demotivates me. Comment down below if you like that, because I feel like there are some others out there that are like that. The way that I plan things and the way that I have my goals this year, I'm definitely still aiming high, but it's more about behavioral changes and changing habits so that I can get to a good place, rather than just these goals that nothing I'm doing right now is aligning to get to that place. It's kind of like changing my behavior to become more of a person that deserves to receive those goals and deserves to receive those blessings. A lot of it has to do with growing and evolving and changing as a person, because if you're remaining the same and just setting new goals every year, it's really unrealistic that you're going to be able to achieve it with not really doing anything about it. It's good to have resolutions that's like, go to the gym more, but if it didn't work before and it didn't make you want to go to the gym, something in your behavior, something in your habits has to change. And I think that's the way that I guess my mindset is kind of different this year, and I'm really excited to grow and change as a person and just be like movable and just You know, I'm really rooted as a person, but I'm ready for my branches just to be moving around. I did a lot of growth in the last 2 years, and that growth will not stop or slow. It's going to be a different kind of growth now, because I feel like I've just been enlightened in so many ways by the struggles that I've gone through, and that's what needs to happen to you. Instead of being embittered by what you've kind of gone through and the bad things that have maybe happened, you need to grow through it. Like, you actually have to grow through what you go through. So as far as like work related goals for this year, I definitely have a new vision when it comes to work. I've had a vision for a while and I've just been scared to do it, and I guess this year I'm just not gonna be scared to do it anymore. I don't want to be limited by anything. I don't want anything to actually stop me from doing the things that I know I'm created to do, but also like not being afraid to stop growing just because of what other people think. There's going to be more on the actual goal setting side of things in my next video, but that's kind of like the gist of work related. I just want to be more authentic to myself on every platform that I'm on, and just do things that really make me happy. I want to be more creative. I want to continue on with my art. I want to continue on with music. I want to continue on with like different things that I've been afraid to do for so long, and I'm just not going to be afraid to do them anymore. And I know that it will just bring me so much joy, and I'm hoping that it's going to bring joy to you guys and anyone else that wants to see it too. So travel is definitely a big one. Travel is always one, and it was one for last year, but it didn't end up going to plan. A lot of it had to do with just things that happened in my life that couldn't be controlled. So I wasn't in control and I was just unable to travel a lot of the time, which does suck, but it's okay because it happened for a reason. I really did want to go away so many times and it just didn't end up following through. But I'm going to be making hopefully more trips happen for me this year. I only traveled to 2 countries last year, which I know is still a lot, but it was way in the beginning of the year. Like, I think it was only January and February that I had gone to other countries, and then the whole rest of the year I was in the UK. And as you guys know, I'm not a fan of cold weather, so I was here for the summer and it was a hot summer, but I'm not a fan of this weather. I definitely need to continue to chase the sun, go to cool places. I want to go and see some cities. I have like a few places that I have on my list of that I want to go to, but I am really open to just like seeing what opportunities come to me. But I'm speaking it into existence that I am going to travel more this year, guys. Also, a massive one for me is to start waking up early again. That's something that's going to help me to achieve a lot of the other goals that I have. So that's like a goal within a goal. Me waking up at 5:30 to 6 a.m. in the morning may seem kind of crazy. My goal is to do some meditation in the morning as well, just to start my day right and just really do new routines. I've written out a new routine that I'm going to be sticking to, and then I have all of these plans that I'm going to be doing in my next video to implement them and to make it more realistic that we're going to achieve them. I have so many things that I want to do and achieve in 2019. I was going to say 18. We're saying goodbye to her. No 2018 anymore. The things that I want to achieve in 2019, like, it's going to continuously be writing down the things that I want to do, writing them down on paper, allowing them to like manifest, praying about it, like really letting these things happen, speaking positively about them. And if they're supposed to happen, I know that God's going to allow it to happen. A lot of it has to do with just my mindset. So a lot of my goals for this year is actual behavioral changes rather than actual things. Like, yes, like the traveling and everything, but most things are behavioral changes and things that I want to become this year. And then I know that the experiences are going to follow through. Yeah, I saw someone else speak about this and I thought it was such a good idea, and it was to do something extraordinary every single week. So to do one thing that's just like out of the ordinary. And I thought that was so cool. It could be booking a spontaneous trip, or it could be something literally as small as making conversation with the person sitting next to you on the bus. Like, it could be anything, just something that is out of the ordinary for you. Do something that makes that week like, it just makes it different. And I feel like that's an amazing way to think. I just closed my curtain because this was just gonna like take over when I'm not finished yet. I'm just really excited for this year. I have like such good vibes about this year. My year actually didn't get off to the best start, to be honest with you, but that's not gonna change anything because my roots are so planted. I know that I'm not gonna fall. I'm not gonna fall because I've come too far and I've gone through too much to allow myself to fall. And I guess that's the purpose of years like 2018. I'm really grateful for all of you guys, and this channel is really a happy place, and I'm definitely hoping to upload so much more content on here because I know that you guys really enjoy it. And let me just say, it's not just about what you enjoy. I genuinely love this channel so much. My other channel, I'm not gonna lie to you, it sometimes gives me anxiety because when I started it, I have a very different mindset to where I am now. Whereas this channel is obviously smaller and it's a different kind of community, and the community on this channel genuinely makes me like beam with joy. So thank you to all of you for always commenting and just like making the comments such a nice section for you guys to talk to each other and encourage each other. I literally love that you guys do that. It makes me so happy. So honestly, like, you guys have made this year so much better for me. Thank you so much for allowing me to live a purpose and for watching my videos on here. I hope I can make the best content I've ever made in 2019 on this channel. I hope that you enjoy every moment of it. I hope I enjoy every moment of it, and I want to just experience it all with you. And I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful to have had the last few years on YouTube, on social media, and going through the highs and lows of it. I'm really grateful. I have so much gratitude for the good and the bad of last year, but I am ready for 2019. I'm ready to make it amazing. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Like I said, there's going to be a video coming up super soon on talking about all of like the way I've been planning my 2019, how I'm going to continue planning through. If you want to see that video, be sure to subscribe, and also be sure to thumbs up this video. Make sure you guys only show love in the comments to one another, and I love you all so much, and I can't wait to see you all super soon for my next video. So I will catch you then. Bye.